We're going to kick off our first toast of the evening right here with the father of the bride.
Good evening, everybody. So, before I start, I want to say, hey, Pam, I'm not going to free do it. I'm just going to read off my list here, okay? I'm not going to wing it because I usually wing speeches. That's what I do. So, hello and welcome. We wanted to thank everybody for coming. I am Michael Tezak. I am the father of the beautiful bride, Emily Tezak. Pam and I would like to thank everybody for coming and to celebrate this exciting occasion, especially those who travel such a long distance to get here. Before getting started, as I look around, I wanted to express a big thank you to my awesome wife, Pam. She has really outdone herself putting this together today, and the details and no stone unturned. Thank you so much. I love you, and you knocked it out of the park. I also would like to thank Grant's mom for providing such a beautiful venue, and would be foolish not to acknowledge Grant's father. He must be smiling down at this gorgeous building he began before his passing, and I am sure he is playing a part from up above during this beautiful evening. Thank you. Emily, as I look at you tonight, I see this stunningly beautiful young woman in this incredibly, but a little overpriced gown. I start to look back and reflect on all our years together and where did they go. As some of you know, shocker, I'm a huge sports fan. The Bears, the Bulls, yes, the St. Louis Cardinals. Where that came from, I don't know. The Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide. Which leads me to when Emily was born. She was born in 1995, the same year that my all-time favorite athlete, Michael Jordan, announced in March, 2 words, his intentions to play again. I'm back. Well, to say the least, it was a great time. I got to again watch MJ. Again, my first child will be born soon as well. I then checked the Bulls schedule and compared to Pam's due date. There was a window of 3 days that the Bulls were off. But of course, Emily, she chose to come in on her own terms. 36 hours of labor later, she presented herself. Our beautiful baby girl. We still made it home to catch the Bulls on the couch. They did make the playoffs, but they didn't win that year. But of course, they did win the next 3 years. Over the next several years, we learned everything about Emily, and we learned about being parents for the first time. She was very outgoing, made lots of friends, and loved to participate in activities. Since Pam and I both worked, our schedules at the time were opposite. Pam worked days, I worked nights, so one of us would always be home with Emily. Of course, I was on nights, so I got the bonding time during the day. I got to go to tumble tots, school activities, trips to McDonald's for lunch, gymnastics classes, and cheerleading. We always left the weekends for the 3 of us. No matter how I had to adjust my schedule, we always tried to be together. Emily became, as we know, a powerhouse gymnast and a national champion cheerleader. But there was one thing that was her nemesis, and that was the beam. She excelled on the floor. She excelled on the vault, but the floor, the beam, she could not stay on. So it gave her her first life lesson. If you fall off, you get back up and try again, and you never give up. And Emily has followed through that to today. We formed a lifelong bond when she chose to attend the University of Alabama. Nothing like the Tide playing and having an eager companion to watch with. Even with her so far away now, I still get all the texts on game day to remind me to turn on the game and, of course, roll Tide. We have had some tough times, lots of great times, and I would not change any of them. That is what made you who you are today. One last word of advice for you, Emily. Always listen to your mother. It took me 30 years to realize this, but she does know best. I should have known that that little baby girl who decided to come into the world on her own terms would grow up on her own terms into the beautiful, smart, talented, and loving woman you are today. Today, I did not give away my daughter. I added a son, finally. Grant, we welcome you to the family, even though your sports teams are less than desirable. I mean, I understand the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Atlanta Braves, but come on, the Tennessee Bulls, please. It will always give us something to chat about, though, and argue and discuss. But seriously, I am truly enjoying watching you grow into the man and father you are today and cannot wait to see what the future brings. I am certain your father will be proud of you. I pass the honor of responsibility of my daughter to you. Be her everything because she is now your privilege. Now, my final advice, marriage would be amazing and it will be difficult. Then it'll be amazing, then difficult again. Between the amazing and difficult, it will be ordinary and mundane. So celebrate and relish when it's amazing. Hold on really tight when it's difficult because it's when you really need to breathe and relax the mundane, as that is what most of your life will be made of. That is where the good stuff happens. Be there to pick each other up when the world knocks you down, and it will happen at some point. And there may be time it won't be possible to pick each other up. During those times, commit sitting side by side in the trenches together. And when you are too afraid to look ahead, look right next to you because that is where your strength will come from. And finally, Grant, never make fun of your wife's choices. Because remember, you are one of them. Everybody, raise your glasses. I love you guys. We are excited for the life you are building. Cheers.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm honored to be standing here today as Emily's maid of honor and even better, her little sister. I just want to start off by congratulating Emily and Grant on a beautiful ceremony and the start of a lifetime of happiness. To my older sister, where do I begin? You had a solid 4 years of being the favorite child until I came around in 1999 when that all changed. But one thing that has never changed is you have always been the person that I look up to, a person that will always understand me more than anyone, and you even seem to know when I'm on the verge of being hangry. It has been an absolute privilege growing up alongside you. Throughout our childhood, I cannot be more blessed with a better sister. No matter at what age or what stage in life we were in, you involved me in every way you could. When I wanted to hang out with the cool girls, you never hesitated to say yes. You always made me feel like I was a cool girl. From sleepovers to watching movies to going to haunted houses when I was only 10 years old, you never failed to include me. Even when I was 21 years old in college, going through a challenging time, you were always excited when I would come to visit you in Indy with all your friends. We have been best friends from the moment we met, and for that, I consider myself lucky. From the time I can remember, you have always been there for me, and you have always been so supportive. You have supported me through all my good decisions and my sometimes questionable decisions, and have even taken the fall for me on numerous occasions. We had the best time growing up together. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't always pretty, but no matter how ugly or how loud or sometimes aggressive our fights have gotten, we always end our day laughing about the situation like crazy best friends. There are so many memories we have made together throughout our life, but unfortunately, no one, and I mean no one, would find them funny besides us, because frankly, we're weird and a little loony. However, there is one story in particular that makes me laugh every time I think about it. This will sum up our relationship pretty quickly. Back in 2017, Emily and I went to Europe for a few weeks after I graduated high school. This trip was going beautifully for the first week and a half, and when we reached Amsterdam, I decided I wanted a tattoo. Mind you, no one in my family has tattoos. And my mom had a rule back then, no tattoos. Well, I spent all day deciding which basic quote I was gonna get permanently inked on my skin at the age of 18 years old. Emily, the supportive sister she is, was pretty encouraging about it. She knew my mom was gonna kill me, but she continued to support me all day. Even better, she held my hand the whole 30 minutes. Enjoy. The journey was being engraved on my skin. The tattoo artist did not have great spacing, so. Fast forward, a week before I left for college, my mom came into my room and she asked if I had gotten a tattoo. Now, I know what you guys are all thinking. Well, of course, Emily told her that you got a tattoo. No, because to this day, Emily got lectured for 4 hours that night, and I kind of got away with it. Emily, aka the tester baby, is still extremely so supportive, and she'll even get in more trouble than for my mistakes. To the man that decided to marry my sister, thank you. Thank you for going up to our dinner table in 2020, asking her to a bonfire, even though she didn't attend because I had to study for a final. From that day on, all of our lives changed. Who knew 4 years ago, in the middle of a pandemic, Emily would meet the love of her life and the father of her beautiful baby girl. Thank you for always being there for her and comforting her and filling in for my little sister duties when I'm not around. Emily and Charlie are extremely lucky to have you, and we are excited to welcome you into the family. I wish you a lifetime of happiness and love. Let's raise our glasses to Emily and Grant.
Those are our friends, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, and most importantly, the lucky couple, I'm so thankful and honored to stand here today as Grant's best man. This is the same guy that once told me Indians weren't real. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kaiden. I'm a single pediatric surgeon and volunteer firefighter. For those of you that do know me, please keep your mouths shut. But I'm really the guy that has all the embarrassing stories at Grant. But lucky for everyone here, there's not enough liquor at the bar to keep the stories going. But first, I want to take a moment to acknowledge someone who couldn't be here with us today, Mark. He may not be physically present, but his spirit is undoubtedly here, watching over his son and family on this special day. Mark was not only Grant's dad, but a true shining star and a mentor to countless people, me included. I know he touched the lives of more than half the people in this room tonight, and I know we all miss him dearly. So in this honor, let's raise a toast to the man whose legacy lives on in the laughter and love we will share tonight and for years to come. Now back to the main event. Grant and Emily. When I first met Grant, we were young, wild, and full of dreams. Aspiring commercial pilots at Embry-Riddle. We had no idea we'd end up here dressed in fancy suits, pretending to be adults, selling mobile homes at Weewa-Hitchika. But hey, we clean up pretty good, don't we? Speaking of cleaning up, I don't have any fonder memory than Grant and I's college fishing trips. We'd start out all week talking about the fish we were going to catch and how early we were going to put the boat in the water and how we'd be responsible the night before we went out. Well, let me tell you, it's never once worked. So next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. We're in a random field in Port St. Joe trying to get to the gas station for some Tasha's chicken. Flash forward 2 more hours and Grant and I are puking in the driveway trying to get the boat loaded. Then we proceed to spend the entire day on the boat, me catching and Grant fishing, before getting back to the house and doing it again. Grant and I have done some seriously dumb things in our days, but the smartest thing he has ever done was asking for Emily's number at Crazy Fish. I've never seen him happier, and for that, Emily, I owe you a debt of gratitude. And Emily, let me tell you, you're not just Mary and Grant. You're getting our entire rambunctious group of friends here, too. So, even though you're an Alabama fan, it's okay. So, but jokes aside, seeing these two together and their beautiful baby girl, Charlie, reminds me that true love does exist. It's not always perfect. Sometimes it can be a little messy, but it's beautiful. So here's to Grant and Emily. May your love be as enduring as Mark's memory, as strong as your bond, and as infinite as the laughter we share tonight. Cheers.
I don't watch your speech. All right, one more thing until right before dinner, just because I want to get all the speeches done so we could dance. All right. I do have a surprise speech, and I had to type it because I don't like doing speeches, so I had to practice a couple times, but I have my paper. Here we go. All right. We all know throughout weddings, the dads get to walk their daughter down the aisle. They get the first dance and the first look. They get all these amazing things that they deserve. However, the mothers never get recognized. Everybody that knows me knows how much I love my mom. Yes. You are the definition of unconditional love, Mom. You loved me through all my mean middle school years and throughout all seasons of life. I am who I am today because of you, and I love you so much. I miss you being so close in proximity to me, and when you are in town, it makes my heart so happy because I get to spend time with you. I miss seeing you every day. I just want to dedicate my bouquet today to my mom. So, all the single ladies, I'm so sorry I'm not doing a bouquet toss tonight. It is going to my beautiful mom, Pam. Thank you for all the relentless work this past year and a half in turning my dream wedding into a reality. You are the reason we are all here today celebrating together. Thank you for always putting your heart and soul into Ashley and I. I love you, and thank you so much.